Alright, all you high-platform puzzle-solving gamers out there, welcome back to the Indy Radio Arcade. And you know something, folks? I got a feeling we may review the rest of the Nightmare on Elm Street series, most likely by next Halloween. Yeah, I'm gonna have to include that on my list and write that down. Yeah, write it down now, Maestro. But besides horrifying movies that'll most likely scare you out of your dreams, I think it's time for us to go into yet another Instant Classic edition of the Instant Classic Video Game Review. And the game we have up on the plate for you for this week, folks, is none other than the IQ game of Intelligent Cube. And the meat and potatoes of this game is that you play as a person who mysteriously got trapped in this world. And I'm making this up as I go along because there's no real meat and potatoes for it. You're just the guy who's in this world trying to solve puzzles and avoid getting dropped to the bottom of the world, wherever that may be, for a high intelligence score between 0 and 999. And with that said, folks, what did I like about this game? Well, first off, for starters, the fact that this game reminds me somewhat of Tetris. Now, I know a couple of you out there saying, oh no, there's no way this game is like Tetris, but if you look at it with the fact of all these cubes coming at you, and you have to use certain shapes and sizes to actually get rid of the regular cubes and the advanced cubes, and leave the black cubes behind, yeah, it really does remind me of Tetris. And another thing that I loved about this game is the different form of levels that they had provided for this said game, along with a multiplayer mode that came along with it. Now, unfortunately, you have to take turns for the multiplayer version of this game, but I would have really loved a side-by-side version, co-op version for this game in the future, which I think they did for one of the sequels that I never knew existed until Maestro showed me about 15 minutes ago prior to the Indy Radio Arcade. Thanks, Maestro, now I gotta add that to my Christmas list. And another thing, and the last but not least thing that I loved about this game, definitely had to have been the music for this game. And I don't know why I didn't hear it before. It must have been because of my old television set, but the music in this game is definitely top notch. And for some strange reason, it reminds me of fighting music that you would experience in either Final Fantasy or during an episode of Godzilla. But it definitely fits for this game. And with everything that I liked about this game, what didn't I like about this game? Well, one thing I could say right off the top is the fact that you can't design your own puzzles for this game, and alongside with it, the fact that you don't have a side-by-side screen co-op mode, where if you're able to solve the puzzle faster than your friends, you get a chance to slide a couple of the extra pieces that you have on your board over to their board to try to take them out while playing the game. I mean, granted, that would have been great to see, but I don't think they ever did it. Now, notice how I said the word think, since I didn't play any of the sequels for this game. And with the things that I liked and didn't like about this game, what do I think they could do to improve upon it? Well, besides coming out with a remastered version of this game in the near future, besides the one that's featured on the PS Classic, maybe, just maybe, a side-by-side co-op version of this game, or even a mobile version of this game that you can play with players from all around the world. Cause I would definitely love to re-pick up this game again and test my IQ like no other. And seeing the fact that we don't know how to rate games along the lines of gold stars, coins, letters, or bricks, we review games in only two ways around here, folks. Will there be a video game story in the near future for this game? And do we recommend this game for you, the gamers at home? Well, seeing the fact that we already told a video game story for this game, I do believe last year around this time, Yeah, I think I have one more left in the tank, most likely around the month of madness, on how bad this game tried to screw me over on the second level I was able to do. And it wasn't fun, and I had a little bit of an Indiana Jones moment during it too. And do I recommend this game for you, the puzzle-solving fan at home? Well, if you want to play a game where a character who looks like somebody out of Dire Straits tries to solve his way out of this puzzle world, all while trying to avoid a hellish death into a black abyss where he'll never be seen again, all while you listen to music that may be featured during a classic anime game or RPG movie, then I recommend you go out there and cop that disc. And I got a feeling by the end of it all, you'll be a little bit smarter after you get done finishing it. I mean, they don't call it IQ for nothing. And I guess with that said, folks, we might as well head back to this music once again, and when we return, we'll be back with another edition of the Indy Wall of Fame right after a word from our sponsors. So don't run out of those continues just yet, folks, and stay tuned.